Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going to take a deep breath and then a really critical look at something that frustrates so many of us.
The B2B sales funnel.
The B2B sales funnel, exactly. If you're a sales leader, a founder, or, just anyone who feels like they're constantly losing deals in that follow-up phase.
And the pain is very, very real.
It is. We've got our hands on a presentation called aitools, Revolutionizing B2B Sales Funnels. And our mission today is to really distill its key findings. We're going to map out the biggest hidden costs, the bottlenecks in those traditional sales processes.
And then show how AI isn't just a small fix. The source calls it an unprecedented competitive advantage.
And the promise here is huge. I mean, a potential 2x conversion rate increase by 2026. This is about transformation, right? Not just little gains.
That 2x figure is stunning, and it's so critical to understand why. This isn't just, tweaking your email templates.
Yeah.
It's a fundamental technological shift. AI is completely reshaping customer acquisition, retention. It's changing the rules of the game.
And the data shows that the companies who get this now, they gain a huge velocity advantage.
A massive one. The revolution isn't coming. I mean, it's already here. It's turning sales into a competitive war zone.
Velocity advantage. That's the key phrase. So let's start with a moment of self-reflection, and this comes right out of the source material.
Okay.
Think about your own team for a second. How many hours a week does your sales org waste on tasks that a simple AI tool could just handle?
Things like spreadsheets, manual data entry.
Meeting coordination. That number, whatever it is you're thinking of, is probably your most critical bottleneck.
It's often that hidden administrative burden that just blindsides sales leaders.
So let's look at what we can call the relic of the past, the old school B2B funnel. Our analysis here points to 3 major pain points.
Ones that just bleed resources.
And keep teams running on like quicksand. The first one is the manual lead qualification nightmare.
Just picture it.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about reps literally drowning in these huge spreadsheets, trying to manually score leads with, incomplete data.
And high-value prospects just slip right through the cracks.
It's a process built for the 1990s where it was all about volume over precision.
And the result of all that manual slogging?
Well, that leads to point 2, the email blast graveyard.
Ah, yes. The spray and pray.
If you're sending out those generic outreach campaigns, you're seeing what the data shows. Open rates of, 2%? Or even less.
And conversions that just vanish.
Yeah.
It wastes all the precious time you spent on that manual qualification in the first place.
And the third point, and this is the one that really hits the bottom line the hardest, is the follow-up black hole.
This is where deals go to die.
Exactly. We talk about revenue velocity a lot in B2B, basically, how fast money moves through your pipeline. When your reps are relying on manual follow-ups,
that velocity just grinds to a halt.
A hot lead today is, like we said, a competitor's customer tomorrow.
We really have to put some numbers behind that pain, though, because this is where the opportunity cost becomes, you can't deny it. Let's look at the real numbers, real pain part of this research.
Let's do it.
Okay, first up, there's the 67% figure.
67%. What is that?
That is the percentage of qualified leads that, according to the presentation, go completely cold.
Just cold.
Just cold. Simply because of slow, manual follow-up processes. Think about that. 2 out of every 3 leads, that could have been a deal.
Just leak out of the funnel, wow.
And the reason for that leak often comes down to the next number. 40 hours.
40 hours a week spent on admin tasks. We have to unpack that. Where does that time even go?
It's CRM cleanup, searching for the right case study, trying to figure out complex account hierarchies.
And the most painful one, the back and forth email chain just to schedule a single meeting.
It's all non-selling activity. It robs your team of an entire week of selling time.
And when you scale that inefficiency across even a moderate-sized sales team, you get to the big, scary number.
The staggering cost. $2.1 million. That's the average annual opportunity cost per sales team using these outdated manual processes.
That's lost revenue. Deals that were right there, they were attainable, but they just fell victim to friction and delay.
$2 million. That's not a rounding error.
No, that's the difference between hitting your hiring target or missing it completely. It makes you think, what's the most valuable deal you've personally seen just evaporate because the response time was too slow?
It happens every single day.
And that's exactly what AI is designed to fix.
So let's pivot to the solution, to AI's invasion, starting right at the top of the funnel.
Prospecting and lead gen.
Exactly. And this is where AI acts more like a predictive edge, not just a data entry assistant.
Okay, so how does it do that?
Well, the first core capability is predictive analytics. Instead of just reacting to someone filling out a form on your website,
The reactive model.
right, AI processes huge amounts of public data, intense signals, historical patterns,
Mhm.
all to identify your ideal customer before they even know they need you.
It's seeing behavioral changes, website visits, job postings, things like that.
Exactly. It predicts when an account is about to enter the market.
And
It's like having a crystal ball that, well, that actually works,
but that prediction is only useful if you don't then just blast them with a generic message.
which brings us to the second capability, hyper-personalization at scale.
Right. This isn't just knowing their name.
No, it's knowing their company's pain points, their specific role, what content is going to resonate with them right now. AI engines can tailor the outreach, the subject lines, even call scripts dynamically.
So you get genuine, relevant connections without a sales rep having to spend 2 hours digging through every single LinkedIn profile.
And to make sure that effort isn't wasted, you have the third piece, intelligent lead scoring. This goes way beyond simple BANT qualification.
How so?
AI automatically prioritizes prospects based on their predicted content and their fit. This makes sure your human sales team focuses its limited energy where it matters most.
On people who are actually ready to buy, not just, tire kickers.
Exactly. It eliminates those long internal debates about which name on a spreadsheet is the hottest.
So the result of these three AI layers is you get a pipeline that's continuously cleanly filled with prospects who are ready for a real conversation.
Meanwhile, your competitors are still wading through those outdated lists.
It completely solves that manual qualification nightmare. It makes you ask yourself, right now, what percentage of your current pipeline is genuinely sales qualified? Ready for a dedicated chat, not just browsing.
Okay, so let's move into the mid-funnel.
Mhm.
This is the critical phase where, according to the research, most deals die of neglect.
This is where AI really has to restructure the whole engagement.
And it does. The first mechanism is 204/7 conversational AI. These aren't just simple chatbots answering FAQs.
Right, they're more advanced now.
Much more. They actively nurture, they qualify, they route leads instantly, even if that prospect is doing research at 2 in the morning.
So it kills the "I'll get back to you tomorrow" excuse. The lead moves forward the second they show intent.
And once that engagement is established, the system kicks in with smart content delivery.
Okay, what's that?
Think of it as your IT, your mind-reading sales assistant. AI monitors the prospect's engagement in real time.
And recommends the perfect resource.
The perfect resource, a specific case study, a white paper, a custom demo video at the exact right moment in their journey.
It provides that contextual relevance that pushes the deal forward so the rep isn't just manually digging through a huge content library.
And from a pure efficiency standpoint, you can't overstate the value of automated scheduling.
Oh, the calendar Tetris, the back and forth emails. Are you free Tuesday at 3 or Wednesday at 10? It's maddening.
It's a huge time sink. AI just takes over. It coordinates meetings, it books follow-ups seamlessly.
So your reps go from spending a ton of time on admin to 100% of their time on value-driven selling.
And that mid-funnel efficiency is what gives you the speed advantage in the final stage. Closing deals faster, the AI advantage.
So when you finally get to the closing table, AI can turn an average performer into an elite closer.
Well, the first advantage is real-time sales intelligence.
So during a live call,
During a live call, AI listening tools provide instant objection handling suggestions. They pull up competitive insights. They optimize the rep's script based on how the prospect is reacting.
it's like having an expert coach whispering in your ear at the most crucial moments.
Precisely. The second area AI targets is that huge friction point, the paperwork.
Frictionless contract flow. If your contract process still involves multiple departments, printing, scanning, emailing.
You're losing deals. Simple as that.
Right.
AI automates contract generation, personalization, e-signatures.
Cutting delays that used to take weeks down to just hours.
Momentum kills deals. This maintains that momentum right through to the signature.
And finally, it removes the guesswork from revenue operations. For anyone who doesn't know, RevOps is the whole structure that aligns sales, marketing, and success toward growth.
Right, and AI powers predictive win probability within that RevOps structure. It analyzes historical patterns, engagement, deal velocity.
To forecast which deals will close, when they'll close, and maybe most importantly, which ones are at risk.
It replaces that wishful thinking with data-driven accuracy. The source makes a great point here. The difference between a good sales team and a great one
Is that great teams use AI to eliminate friction at every single step.
So take a second to reflect on this. What is your team's single biggest mid-funnel challenge right now? Is it the content, the scheduling, the contracts?
We've talked about the theory, but let's get practical. The power of this analysis is that it identifies real-world tools that are delivering results today.
Not just concepts for the future.
Right. We need to understand how these systems actually work together to deliver that promised 2x conversion rate.
Exactly. When you look at the successful companies, you see different tools solving different parts of the funnel puzzle. For example, you have Gong.io and Chorus.ai.
The conversation intelligence platforms.
Right. They analyze every customer interaction, calls, meetings, emails to identify common objections, moments of hesitation.
And provide coaching that a human manager would probably miss.
And that directly leads to that reported 30% plus increase in win rates.
Then you've got the predictive side. Sixth Sense is king here.
It's a predictive intelligence platform.
It identifies accounts that are in market before they even interact with your brand. That gives your team a huge first mover advantage.
They're engaging them when they're building their shortlist, not after they've already narrowed it down.
And conversely, you have systems like Drift that are all about immediate engagement.
The conversational marketing platform.
Using AI-powered chatbots to qualify leads, 247 booking meetings automatically.
And then platforms like Outreach.io are about engagement sequencing. They use AI to optimize when you send an email what the subject line is.
And which content sequence is most likely to get a response. That's where that 50+% increase in reply rates comes from.
And finally, you have the operational backbone, Clary.
The revenue operations platform.
Right. It synthesizes data from all those other tools. Clary uses AI to give you incredibly accurate forecasting, spot deals that are at risk, and just optimize the entire process.
It prevents those $2.1 million leaks we talked about.
The key takeaway isn't that you need to go buy all 6 tools.
No.
It's that you need these layers operating together. Identification, like Sixth Sense, engagement, like Drift or Outreach, optimization, like Gong, and then the oversight from Clary. That's how you get the ROI.
That does raise a critical question, though. A 2x conversion rate, a 156% ROI. Those are phenomenal claims. What kind of investment are we talking about here?
In terms of budget and internal bandwidth?
Yeah. Is this just feasible for the enterprise giants, or can a smaller team pull this off?
That's a fair challenge. The source clarifies that the 156% average ROI comes from companies that integrate strategically.
They're not just throwing money at shiny objects.
Exactly. The main barrier usually isn't the license cost, it's the integration and training. You need dedicated RevOps support, or you'll just end up with 6 powerful tools that don't talk to each other.
Creating new, expensive data silos?
So yes, it's feasible for smaller teams, but only if they commit to that strategic integration.
That commitment is crucial. And it leads us right to the action plan presented for you, the listener.
Okay.
Step 1, audit your current stack. Don't buy anything new yet. First, identify your immediate quantifiable bottlenecks.
Start where the pain is highest.
Step 2, integrate strategically. Choose 2 or 3 foundational AI tools that will integrate seamlessly with your existing CRM and sales workflow.
Avoid that shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, where you buy something because it sounds cool, not because it actually solves a defined problem.
Step 3, track ROI religiously. If you can't measure it, you shouldn't be funding it. Monitor conversion rates, sales cycle length, deal size, rep productivity.
Let the data validate the investment. And finally, step 4, stay ahead of the curve.
This technology is evolving every month.
You have to commit to continuous learning to maintain that competitive edge you've worked to build.
And we have to remember why this is so urgent. The data is clear. Companies using these AI sales tools see an average ROI increase of 156%.
And a 43% reduction in sales cycle length.
This isn't a theory. This is the current reality for the market leaders.
So to wrap up this deep dive, the transformation of the sales funnel. It's not optional. It's inevitable.
The resources are there, the tools are there.
The only variable left is your commitment to actually do something. You can either lead this transformation and capitalize on that 2x conversion promise.
Or you can find yourself scrambling to catch up to competitors who are already doing it.
We've handed you the analysis, the cost of inaction, and the map for implementation.
That $2.1 million leak is preventable, but it requires strategic, proactive decisions.
Absolutely. So as you reflect on everything we've covered, ask yourself this. What is your single biggest takeaway from this presentation, and what will be the very first AI implementation or audit step you take this week?
A great question to end on.
We really hope you found this deep dive valuable. Please share this analysis with your leadership and your sales team. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.